never really liked the saw on the FDR logo. I don't know why. I just never really have. It's just I've had it for so long that I was just like, well, I can't change it. But I want a new symbol. I want something that's more bold and more wild. Maybe not that wild, Al. Yeah. Yeah, maybe not too crazy. Yeah. Make sure there's not too many edges in there and no hiles or anything, and it's good. But something bold that is just, and I don't want the FDR in there anymore. I don't want that. I just want it to be a symbol that represents this whole thing, the FDR logging cult symbol that I can have. And I just want it to be like, yeah, I can look at that symbol and go like, oh yeah, that's FDR logging. I don't want to have my stupid initials on it. And I don't.
Well, then take your initials off and
I still don't. No, because then, yeah, but it's just a saw. I want something more crafty. So anyway, between AI generations and Colin's sexy graphic design abilities, we're coming up with some concepts. It's probably going to take a while before I make a final call on it, but
yeah, you make a final call on anything.
I know. I like to think it through. Okay.
Just because you're recording, don't think I'm not going to give you crap.
Yeah. It's true. You're allowed to give me crap though. It's good. Keeps me in the woods here.
So Electric was doing an AI generation thing.
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny because I was sharing some of the designs that me and Colin were pissing around with there on in the moderator or the whatever the hell chat, the community chat thing. And then he's like, "Oh, I've been making logos." I was like, "What?" And he sent me some of the pictures. That's why all of you have like these wild new. Did you get one for you too? I didn't look at yours. Yeah, because it seems to be everybody in the Elite Logging crew has a new logo now, hey? Except for Mr. John Deere over here, Al.
What did I do?
Representing the one brand that doesn't love us. I like that. You're the redheaded stepchild now.
That's normal.
I know. But now, honestly, when I look at that, and I know it's your name, I just don't even think about John Deere, so that's good. I just think, that's Big Al. Not John Deere. Not those terrorists. What? Just kidding. Now I'm going to get demonetized. Because I called John Deere terrorists. Oh, they'll sue me for slandering their name. They're not terrorists. They're just thieves. Man, I have. I don't mean for me personally, like for the FDR stuff. I just mean like in general with some of their equipment shit that they try to pull off is crazy. I just can't believe like they're trying to do like the oil changes and stuff. Like you're not even like you had to call out a tech. They basically like the way my buddy who's a big farmer and does the whole. I think he has 3 John Deeres and I think he's switching over to like New Holland or some crazy weird stuff like that. But he's like, they basically want you to have your machine on like a subscription plan and you never actually ever own it. You rent it from John Deere until they make you buy a new one, and then you have to pay substantial amounts of money just to get the thing serviced. But he's like,
they're all like that.
Yeah, it's crazy though. I mean, I guess that's a good way to create profit, but what a shitty way to go. That's why they're trying to make operators and not mechanics.
Programs and different things like that. So, like the Green Star for deer, they'll call it Green Star or whatever. And basically, it's just so that, yeah, you're spending X amount for this machine.
Yeah.
And then they'll go through it and tell you all what's wrong with it, and then you decided how much of it you're gonna fix. I guess
that's crazy.
All I understand.
Okay.
I've been dropping these for skidding, not for.
Oh, I know.
Chasing
Texas has been stuck on the loader there, so I had no choice but to move things up.
Too good for the skidder, huh?
Too good? No, I'm just doing these ones in the front, and then I'm gonna wait. I'll probably start skidding myself here.
Well, I probably could skid. I think I have.
You got a few down?
Two in front of you. You know me. I just get rolling, and this is where I stay.
But you? No. That can't be true.
You complaining about your FPS dropping yet, so.
It's
doing it right.
It's been going down quite steadily. That's why I switched to longs. I was like, well, this is how we go. Plus, you know, gotta give the loaderman more of a challenge too. Shorts are just way too easy. Oh, you like longs? Oh, perfect. Do you prefer the pole trailer or that trailer for loading longs? I guess it doesn't really matter. Or is that the B train? I should buy another one, I guess. Pole trailer?
Yeah, pole trailer with a button top.
With a button top? Yeah. Pole trailer. The trailers are all changing in the next update too. Keep getting fatter. Put more logs on them.
On a Fox Creek save, and I was using the dangle head to load shorts with, and it was kind of fun.
Oh, like the little like the dangle head clam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Not the pulpwood grapple, obviously, but yeah, that's a nightmare. In a future update, I don't know when that's coming. I have 2 new grapples. I have a skidder grapple. So I've been watching these guys on TikTok. So there's one guy named Dallas Roberts, and then another dude named, I think his account's called Wind. Anyway, they're both like BC logger guys, and I just love because they have like some of them have like some weird redneck style machinery like on site, and they have this. I'm just gonna pick this up because I'm too lazy. They have a button top that only has one stabilizer. So it's like a regular button top head, but only one stabilizer on it. And I was like, that's so weird, but I see it in all his videos, and I'm like, man, it actually looks like it looks really easy to load with that. So I built one of those just to copy it for fun. And then the skidder grapple, so you can actually use it as like a, basically for hoe chucking, this giant skidder grapple that's on a excavator arm. It's pretty dope. Yeah. Here is your button top. I'll leave that by the longs. Whee, flying button top. Too lazy. Couldn't do it. Where's the other truck at the cell station? Oh, right here it is.
I threw it into the...
Also too lazy. Let's go put that over there. Sure. How close do we get? Oh, we're a bit off, but that's all right. But yeah, pretty wild times, hey?
Yeah, I went back on a FS19 convention session. So we had the slasher.
Oh, like the, oh yeah. I should rebuild that one day, hey? Everybody complains that I don't have that in there. Everybody wants the wheeled feller buncher, but man, I just could give a shit less about the wheeled feller buncher. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's just not a me thing. I think a track filler buncher is just so much more, like, more of an advantage, but I could be wrong, though, too. I've been wrong at least once before.
No, around here, on flat ground, I don't know. Because around here, that's what a lot of people use, is a rubber tire cutter, as they call it.
Yeah.
And with the, like, more wet terrain, swampy area.
Maybe it may be a bit better.
There's a few guys around here. Yeah, there's a few guys around here that run track machines. In my opinion, I definitely think it would be more productive because you can sit in one spot and grab 2 times the trees than you could with a wheeled buncher.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, totally.
But with the wheeled buncher, you don't have to worry about sinking in the ground as bad. But holy fuck.
Yeah, a ride, hey?
Yeah.
I imagine that not being a comfortable thing to have to look around in all day and night.
I just ran so bad. Oh no.
What, you rolled it?
It's okay. All right.
Holy shit, Al, you do have a lot of trees down. Holy,
Yeah.
Holy moly. Look at all these. Good man. Respect. Tex, I gotta figure out how to turn your mic up. You're so quiet. I have you at max, but maybe it's your end. Turn your mic up as loud as it'll go in Discord so I can hear you.
It's been a big problem. I've had to yell in it, and then it'll...
I wonder why it's so quiet. Is it like your Discord settings or maybe like your computer settings or something? Or maybe it's just a shitty mic, that's possible.
Yeah. I mean, it was working. I might have to replace it. Who knows?
Like, the quality's good. It's just really quiet.
I mean, it's a HyperX Cloud 2.
Okay, so if you go to your settings in Discord and then go to like your video or whatever the hell it is. So user settings and then voice and video. What's your input at?
I have input sensitivity set to 86
Put it to 100.
because my mic goes like
Oh,
way past.
does it clip? So
All right, hello.
crank it up as high as it'll go.
That's as high as it'll go.
Yeah, so you sound pretty much the same. I was wondering if do you have like advanced voice, automatic gain control, maybe that. Attenuation, lower the volume. Okay, so if you scroll down that list, go down to, it's kind of in the middle. Actually, it's near the bottom, I guess. So there's like that noise suppression. Do you have one that says automatic gain control?
Yep, I just turned it on.
Okay, that'll probably help. So then when you talk quietly, it should actually crank you up a little bit. I think that's how that one works. Keep talking.
I don't know.
Yeah, you sound better. I think. Yeah. I think what it does is like it automates your voice volumes, right? So like if you're talking in a quiet, it tries to bring it up to normal. When you're talking loud, it tries to bring it back down to. I mean, I think that's how it works in Discord, but I could be wrong. Just kidding. I'm always right. This is the FDR Logging cult. There is no wrong. I like that cult. Why call it a community? That's stupid. Let's be a cult. Al, you gonna drink the Kool-Aid, bro?
Oh, I think I probably did 20 years ago. No.
Yeah. Drink your own Kool-Aid. That's the best. You can go for it out wherever you want. I'll get out of your way. I'll just drag this one
No,
over
you're
here.
fine.
All right. Beep. Drink the FDR Kool-Aid. Sell it in little packets. There you go. You should be good there.
What were we talking about? I forgot. I was on the
Cults? We're talking about the FDR Logging cult and... Oh, you mean before that? We're talking about gas prices.
200 miles an hour.
Gas prices? Oh, I was pointing out to you guys if you noticed any specific things. So your thing was the price of... what the hell was the thing? Price of what? Text that you noticed? Oh, haircuts. Haircuts, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Your guys'
Well, I mean, there's been other things. That's just the first thing I noticed because that's kind of important.
Yeah. Yeah, haircuts.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to drive this truck.
Oh, I can take it. Here, where is it? Tab out. I got it. Is it just lagging really bad?
Wiggling around. Yeah, it was fine, and then I tabbed out, tabbed back in, and now it doesn't like me anymore. So.
Oh, it's all good. Just go back down there. You'll be aight. Go back to the slavery jobs.
It's because I'm having to use my how did I get back here?
How did I get
I'm just
here?
gonna stop moving.
Is this your internet shiting out on you?
Yeah, well it what's the word I'm looking for? Resets, there you go. Resets tomorrow.
Oh, like it
So I'm
running it on a low mode or something?
yeah.
Is it hot?
I'm having to use
Are you wireless or hotspot, or are you doing?
well that's what I'm using right now.
Oh, a wireless?
Well the little box itself runs off of wireless,
Yeah.
but the I have it connected to an Ethernet cable, so
Oh,
stay
I
a
see,
little bit more
gotcha.
consistent. But I'm using my hotspot right now because that's currently out of commission.
Is that doesn't that kind of kick it kind of kicks its ass, I imagine, hey, for it being reliable service? I remember trying to hotspot some stuff and man, it did not work out good.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it makes do.
Yeah, whatever. Need some fiber. Al, go over there and give him some fiber, bro.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, very good, man. I'll bring the truck over text if you want to chill there. Or do you have shorts still, or is that it? How many shorts you got?
Load the longs and the shorts.
Oh, you're gonna cradle it or whatever. Good man. Just a cradler.
I'm gonna attempt to.
What side do you want the truck on? That side?
I'll be fine.
Tiger Cat's head?
Uh,
Sure.
flip it around.
Do you want to go the other way?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Don't matter to me. There's lots of room to drive in this shithole. Also known as our sweet logging site. But I'll take shithole. Right about... About there?
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Have fun. I'm gonna go make you more loads. And more. And look under your chair. And you get a load. And you get a load. Everybody gets a load. Oh, geez. I am not used to this processor head being so light in comparison to the new one, which is extremely heavy and treats these logs a little bit more aggressive. Shriek. Yeah, the wild times of the economy. And now everybody's talking about some NATO war shit or something. NATO warned everybody we're going to war or something. They're bringing all their troops out to do testing drills to show their force or something. Because they think we're going to war with Russia. It's like, can Russia really afford that right now? I didn't think they were doing super hot last time I checked.
Yeah, they're still using freaking machinery from the 50s.
Hey, good for them though, because you know what? Some of the shit nowadays, that stuff's probably still better than some of the new stuff. Man, the amount of electronics and things breaking down. Some of the new stuff's great when it works, but man, some of it don't work for very long.
I think it's so ironic. So I installed Modern Warfare 3
Yeah.
yesterday.
Nice.
I think it was very ironic that the new line from 2019, since the little new Modern Warfare series started,
yeah,
we've been fighting the Russians.
It's all coming full tilt.
I wonder if Activision's turning into The Simpsons.
Yeah, they know. I mean, at the same time, isn't Russia been like #1 enemy since like what, the Cold War, 1960s shit?
Yeah.
So I mean, not really that big of a surprise there. But like, what are they gonna like? I don't know. I have a lot of misinformation, I'm sure, but like from what I hear, I mean, honestly, if Russia really wanted to wipe out the Ukraine and said that they were all hot shit, why didn't they do that, right? Why didn't they wipe them out entirely?
I honestly think Ukraine put up more of a fight than they were expecting.
Yeah, I think they thought they were gonna just roll it and call it good, right? Now, I do think, I don't know. I think a lot of, I don't know. I don't want to say anything because honestly, I don't have enough information to state a really solid opinion. It's hard to come up with opinions about that kind of stuff because when you're fed too much stuff from social media and news, like, I don't know how much of that's actually legit. Like, I don't know. That's the hard part for me. It's like, oh yeah, my opinion is this, but it's like, it's not really my opinion. It's just what I've heard. I haven't really formed an opinion yet because I don't really have enough information about the subject. That makes sense. It's kind of like the Texas border thing, like we were talking about. It's like I don't want to say I'm for or against it because I don't really have enough information to know why it's really happening, right? Like it could be a political game between the governor and the federal government or something, or like there could be a lot more to it that we don't understand, but we just think, oh hell yeah, stop the bad guys, but maybe I'm sure there's a lot more to it than we know, as there always is. But at the same time, you know, my inner rebellious self is going like, hell yeah, screw you, federal government.
Government's always the bad guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. But like I said, without more information, I wouldn't be too hard of a rebel on that. That's the problem with nowadays. Is like I want hard, like World War II, the Nazis, right? Though they were clearly the bad guys. Like there was some solid proof that they were being bad guys. Like it was really bad. The problem now is it's so hard to prove villainous behavior. Like it's so easy to question villainous behavior. Where's the proof? Oh, that's photoshopped. Oh, that's fake. How do we know that's real? How do we know that actually happened? This whole Ukraine war thing versus Russia, man, it's brought out the most wild misinformation that I've ever seen in like the history of social media about like who's actually winning and what team tortured the other team and which one's really like they're both trying to prove to social media that they're the good one, right? But I think about like World War II and like the Nazis, and I go like, man, it was so easy to see. Like there was proof, there was solid proof, like with the the POW camps and the frickin' the concentration camp stuff and like the torturing, and like it was really clear proof that they were being really bad guys. So it was really easy to put them and target them as a villain, and everybody was like, yeah, take down the villain, they're bad, right? But now it's like, I don't know, some days I'm like, you'll read something from one side and go like, oh wow, well that's why they're doing it, and then you'll read something from the other side saying, no, that's all wrong, they're not doing that, and it's like, I don't know what's real and what isn't. It's just a big propaganda machine, so it's so hard to come up with like a solid opinion. So everybody goes like, yeah, which team are you for? And it's like, I don't know, man, none of them, because I don't know, I'm not there, man.
Just the pizza delivery
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yeah. I remember that when I worked at it was just like COVID, during COVID, when I worked, because like when COVID hit, like our club, because I worked security doing like being a bouncer there, and it closed, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, I guess that's over with. So then my boss was like, well, I need somebody to come work at the beer store since you're not working security. Can you come work at our beer store? And I was like, sure, why not? Sure, I'll go be a clerk. Frick, I've never done that. Let's try it. And like it was right during COVID, so it was like the weirdest time to be a clerk of any kind, let me tell you. But like, I can't believe the amount of people that like I didn't know on the spectrum of COVID where I stood, because there was so much misinformation, and like we were wearing masks and doing our stuff all properly, but like there's such a huge revolt of it in our town against it, and some people for it, some people against it, but like I didn't care either way. I was just kind of like, because I was working for so many corporate type companies, I was just doing what I was told as long as I kept getting a paycheck. I really didn't care what the opinion of the people was at the time. But when I worked at the beer store, it was the most funny thing of the amount of people trying to convince you that their side was the side to be on, no matter what, right? Like it was like, are you an anti-masker? And it's like, I don't know, man. I'm wearing a mask, but I mean, I'm supposed to wear a mask, so... because I'm against them. I think it's a whole thing. And you're like, okay, whatever. Maybe that's possible. Maybe it's a big conspiracy theory. I don't know. It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Then the next person would come in, and they'd be like, did you see that guy? He's walking around. He doesn't even have a mask on. He should be put in prison. Right? And I'm just like, I'm right in the middle, and I just don't care either way. Like, I was so acceptably not giving a shit about it. Like, I just didn't care, right? And it was just so funny to see how many people were trying to push you to like their side of the pool when they knew probably as much as you did or less, and they were so god-awfully determined in their ways that they were correct about their subject that they wouldn't even take in the account that there could possibly be another option. And I don't know, just that shit is just so crazy, man. But I don't know. I don't I try unless there's a really good over 80% proof in truth of something, I have a really hard time making an opinion on it, right? Because I feel like a lot of stuff is just exaggerated rumors and people trying to convince you that this is the way to go because insert traumatic reason, but no proof, just this is what I heard, and get behind it, because if not, you're a terrible person. I don't know, that's how I felt. That's how I felt the whole Ukraine thing was going, and that's how I felt the whole COVID thing was going. I'm sure the Texas thing is going to be, I can't wait to hear about that. I'm sure I'm going to hear about that from lots of acquaintances and work people, and I'm sure they will all try to convince me what side is the right side and what side is the bad side. And if I don't
stick with Texas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, stick with Texas. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. No, I'm such a chameleon with people. If I have a true honest opinion that's really like controversial or rough, I never reveal it honestly, really, to anybody, because it's my opinion. I don't think other people, unless I'm a politician, I don't think other people, and you're a politician, you're going to hide it even more, actually, but I don't think people need to know how I feel about something. So I usually chameleon to people. I'll just be like, oh, what do you think? Yeah, oh yeah, you're totally right, even if I don't agree with it, because it's easier to do that than to argue with them about something I don't give a shit about.
Start some big ass argument for no reason.
Yeah, I feel like that's at Christmas sometimes with like family and stuff when it gets political. I have a very mixed bag of family of both the left and right side of the table, and hardcore in both directions. So when we get Christmas gatherings, oh, fun things happen, let me tell you.
Grab some popcorn and hot chocolate, sit on the couch.
The worst is like you have to keep your exactly, sit on the couch, but you have to keep yourself distanced, the right correct amount of distance from your relatives, because if you don't, they're gonna try to drag you into that and be like, what do you think? And it's like, oh shit, no, I'm eggnog, like I'm busy over here, I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, Willis? I had no idea. But yeah, pretty funny how that works. Pretty darn funny.
That load went smooth.
Smooth loads.
The drive back is harsher.
Yeah, if you're too lazy to drive them, I can just freaking teleport them too. Really don't matter.
I'm cruising. You know, my game thinks I'm going at like 200, so.
Speedometer's just screaming it. This is where I'm starting the row. This is the row it's happening. Yeah, politics, man. Can't escape it. That's why you just stay off social media. That's probably the best option. Just avoid it. Avoid it like the plague. Okay, here's a funny thing. What the hell? So like, I watch TikTok occasionally when I have downtime, and what is the goddamn new trend with people pretending to be asleep while playing games at their computer? What is that? Is that a new thing, like as of a couple of days? Because I just noticed, like, I saw one, I was like, okay, this is stupid. And then it was like, I've seen like probably a dozen people that are like laying with their heads back on their computers, and they're not sleeping. Like, obviously they're just doing it for whatever. Is it like that NPC trend or something? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? I don't know. It's so weird.
The trend I've been seeing is the one, these fucking idiots throwing slushies at their trucks.
What? Slushies at their trucks? That's a new.
They'll go into like a convenience store.
Yeah.
Go get like a double gulp Slurpee.
Yeah.
And then they'll walk out of the store and just throw it as hard as they can at their truck. I'm like, what are you doing?
This is where society has reached the newest low.
There was one that I thought was kind of funny, and there was this dude in a rock truck, and he threw it at that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But the rest of them, you know, you get $100,000 trucks, and they're just.
Well, I wonder if that is that the same rock truck where he parked at a gas station and kicked all the shit out of his cab or whatever. Or maybe it was a different one. So I think I saw that like yesterday, but I didn't see the slushy part. I just saw him like he parked a rock truck at like a at a freaking gas station, like pulled through. And like as he's getting out, he was like kicking all his oil drums and oil jugs out onto the ground and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, that was it. But I didn't follow through. I should have watched the whole thing, then I would have saw the dumb slushy shit. That's so random. I just don't get it. But whatever.
Yes, but you watched it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch it all the way through. It just came up. I was forced to watch it. Okay. I had no choice. I couldn't have turned it off. There was no way. There's definitely no button that does that.
You're gonna come out in March and people are gonna be like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Yeah, these trends will be dead in a month. Yeah. People will be like, I don't know what he's talking about. This shit's crazy. That's a dumb trend. No one would have followed that. Or there's gonna be so many people sleeping at their computers on TikTok at that point. They'll be like, man, they were there when it was first starting. Sadly enough. Yeah, I don't know. That one just weirds me out. The NPC thing is just so weird. I don't know. That's like dissociatively weird to me. I don't know why. I don't like that.
Tell you, there's some weird shit that goes on that app.
Right?
It
But like
makes me
what
scratch my head every day.
what even is that? The NPC thing? Like when did it feels like NFTs, like what the hell is going on with this society? People are so stupid.
People will do anything for views, I guess.
Like I tuned into one because I was like, what is the reasoning? Like what is the thing people like about this? And some chick was sitting there just shaking her head back and forth like she was in like a trance. And then she's like, "Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose." And just kept repeating it. And then was like, "Yummy corn." And like just it was so weird. It was like the most uncanny valley feeling but it wasn't good. It was like concerning as hell.
Speaking of Uncanny Valley, that was a trend recently too.
Yeah, was it? Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be, right? Yeah, I don't know. So strange. But like that one just, I don't know. There's some things I get, like, you know, haha, it's a funny meme, so everybody puts the funny joke like that Pablo Escobar guy or whatever the hell his name was. What was his name? And Nick Cage, where they're like he's smiling in the car or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was Pablo something. Anyway, like that was huge for a long time, and I thought that was hilarious, right? Or even like the cat meme with the cat that's like staring at the other cat, all weird or whatever. They used its face for everything. When you look at your employer, blah, blah, blah. And like that stuff, like I get it because it's like, it's kind of funny, right? There's some like humor there and I get it. But like shit like the NPC stuff or the sleeping at your computer thing, like what the hell is that? Like what kind of audience does that appeal to? What audience out there is like, and what is wrong with that audience?
Yeah, what makes you scroll through that and go, huh, I want to watch this.
Oh my God, I'm so attuned to this. It's like, what? Yeah. I think guys like leaders, since we were on the subject of World War II, I think guys like Hitler would have done so well in this day and age for controlling people if he had access to social media. Because he'd be able to just do... People are so dumb. They follow NPC people, and they like to the tune of millions of people watching somebody pretend to eat a piece of corn on repeat for 4 hours a day. Oh my God. And they follow that. Like people will follow... Oh my God. Okay, here's one. Okay, that friggin' rat hole. Okay, the rat hole. You guys know about that? The rat hole? It's in the concrete. Okay, so in, I want to say Chicago? Somewhere in the States, anyway. There's this chunk of concrete on the ground, like a sidewalk, where I guess a rat crawled into it and got squished while they were laying the concrete. So there's this imprint of the goddamn rat in the concrete, right? So haha, you know, funny, great. Well, all of a sudden it became like this freaking like memorial space on the side of the sidewalk. So like people were like putting like roses and flowers and effigies, and there was like this little cult group that was like, we respect the rat, which I'm pretty sure was just satire, but like it was a thing. And then the town went and filled the hole in with like putty or something, like puttied the hole in. So then the people went and dug it back out again. There was a gay couple had a wedding in front of this friggin' hole. Like what? What part of evolution in the book was this? Like when did we?
That's odd.
That's the weirdest thing. And I suggest you don't search it on TikTok because you're just gonna get your whole freaking suggested is just gonna be this fucking rat hole. It's, I don't know, it's just wild, man. But yeah, I thought it was like a legit just joke thing, and it's like, no, people would meet at the rat hole and gather and have like sing-song stuff, and like it's just crazy, just absolutely batshit crazy. I can't even comprehend some of the stuff that goes on. This must be how my like 85-year-old grandma feels when I talk about like VR. She probably just goes like, you guys are high, you're screwed up, there's something wrong with you. When I was a child, I went out and I tilled the corn or whatever you do with corn. I don't know. Shit is just wild.